Hello, everybody. It's me, Billy Corgan. Today is May 18th, 2021, and I know we've got a show for you today, NWA Powerrr, but as you can see by all these cars coming by, I'm a very, very busy guy, and I can't be at the tapings today, because I'm really, really pissed off about the fact that Nick Aldis and Strictly Business have decided that they're just gonna not show up or whatever to really stick it to me or whatever. I mean, I don't know how that really sticks it to me because of the fact that I'm their boss and I can fire their ass anytime I want. But regardless, I can't be on TV today to address the matter. So I'm gonna just have somebody, not that guy over there, but I'm gonna have somebody address the situation in the matter in a letter. So I'm gonna have my secretary write up a letter for me to address the matter of the fact that Strictly Business is not showing up on TV to permit their contracts and wrestle and whatnot, even though I could fire them. So the fact that they didn't show up last week really infuriated me, and because I was supposed to have a main event. It was supposed to be Aaron Stevens and Kratos defending the tag team titles against the number one contenders, Chris Aldis and Tom Latimer, So the fact that they weren't there, kind of pissed me off. So I'm going to have my secretary write a letter to him. It's going to straight up say, it's me, Billy Corgan, and I don't know, I'll think of something for them to say, to make it make sense, but I'll have it come up on the TV like Star Wars and whatnot, yeah. So, so we'll do that. We'll have that come up on the TV like Star Wars, but definitely I want in the letter to them that if they decide to not show up next week, that Chris Adonis and Tom Latimer, no, I'm not even going to threaten that. I'm just going to do it because I'm the president. So Tom Latimer and Chris Adonis are stripped of their tag team title shot. And tonight we're going to have a number one contenders match with a couple of jobbers. I mean, the Viking Warriors, or not the Viking Kings, or whatever their tag team name is, and the End. And they're going to fight. They're going to fight each other for the number one contendership. So, no, don't put that in the letter. But that Nick Chris Adonis and God, their names sounded like Adonis Aldis. Adonis and Latimer are stripped of their tag team title shot, and Nick Aldis, if you don't show up next week on the show, well, the hell with it. I'm already docking you a month's pay. Yeah, put that in the letter. You're docked a month's pay, and you won't be able to. That month's pay is going to a charity of my choice, and you're going to be stripped of your title next week, and Adonis, you're going to be stripped of your title if both of you aren't on the show next week. And Camille, I know you're in the building, but I'm not going to feature you this week, so that'll show you. So yeah. Anyway, back to you guys.
Thank you, Billy Corgan. What up, folks? This is Crazy Pretzel here. It's about 9:30 in the morning on a lovely Friday morning, August 27th of 2021. I'm a little tired at the moment. I got home from work this morning around, it was about like 3:30ish, 3:15ish in the morning or something. And then I had to get up around 8ish, and I just went to a doctor appointment. And now I'm back home, and I think my bed's calling me up on my phone. In fact, I can hear her calling. What's that? Sleep a little bit more? Yeah, that sounds good. So I probably, as you can see, the bed called me on the phone. I should sleep a little bit more. But anyway, before we do that, we got to do this NWA Powerrr review. Episode 28 from May 18th of this year, 2021. This show was not very exciting. It was just kind of like there. I don't know. Let's see. So, like I said, we heard from Billy Corgan earlier. Now we get to open the show off here, and what a way to open this show off, whatever. So that guy Kyle that does the interviews and the ring announcers and stuff like that, I hope he gets paid like 3 checks, for doing 3 jobs. But so he opens the show by reading a letter from Billy Corgan, and he's reading this letter out loud and whatnot, and as he's doing it, there's words coming up from the bottom of the screen like in Star Wars and whatnot. It just keeps doing that. So it's what is in his letter on the screen or whatnot. So it's just absolutely legendary, marvelous pro wrestling content right here. I mean, in the old days, we had Stone Cold and Vince McMahon in the ring cutting great promos on each other and having that fun edginess and whatnot, or you have that great rivalry and whatnot. And nowadays in 2021, we've got people writing letters so other people can read it on television and whatnot to send their message because, why do anything exciting and interesting in pro wrestling and actually show up on TV and address it yourself? Whatever. Wussy Corgan, get your ass on TV and do something about it. Whatever. Anyway, so let's sum up this little opening thing. So essentially, Chris Adonis and Tom Latimer are stripped of their tag team title opportunity shot for the tag titles. WWE doesn't like to say the word title shot, so that's why I'm saying shot. I'm more edgy than this show is. Anyway, so they lose their tag team title shot against the tag team champions, which I believe it's Aaron Stevens and Kratos. Nick Aldis is losing 1 month of pay. This is because these guys walked out on the show last week or something. Of course, we didn't actually see them walking out on the show or anything, or saying, yeah, Corgan wants us to do this, well, fuck this, and then they get in a car and leave or something like that. Now, we're just told by the commentators that they walked out or something. Another thing, too, the Attitude Era. If someone was leaving the building, you'd see them actually getting into a car or a limo and leaving the building. Even in the Ruthless Aggression era, you saw that, too, and whatnot. But this show, nope, we're just told, and that's it, Remember that old phrase, seeing is believing? Well, we were not seeing it, so how can we believe it? Anyway, so essentially, Nick Aldis is losing a month pay, which is getting donated to a charity of Billy Corgan's choice. Isn't that kind of nice of him and whatnot? And then apparently if they don't show up on next week's show, which is episode 29, then they're going to be stripped of their titles. Like Adonis will be stripped of his NWA National Championship, and I think that's the name of that belt. I might have finally remembered it after doing this 25 times. And Nick Aldis will be stripped of the Real World's Championship and whatnot. So essentially they'll be stripped of their belts and they'll be naked because their pants won't stay up or something. I don't know. So this was a boring ass segment, very stupid and lame for the letters to come up from the screen. They go back to the commentators. Velvet Sky looks pretty. She's got this. Her hair looks pretty. She's got purple down here, and then up here it's silvery blonde, dark streaks and whatnot. So Velvet was looking pretty. So I'm gonna give this segment a 1.5 out of 5 for Velvet Sky looking pretty. Otherwise, if she wasn't there, it probably would have gotten a 0. Because who the fuck opens a show off with somebody reading a letter? You know what I'm saying? How about a fucking, video screen message or a promo or something? Or, you know what I'm saying? This company has such potential, in my opinion, to do a decent show if they just did a couple little other things. But they won't, because why make the show why make it exciting? You know what I'm saying? Why be at a casino when you're and you got to bet on some money and think oh, come on, am I going to win the money? Am I going to win or something? Excitement, if you're going to win, going to lose or whatnot. This fucking show, you're just going to lose. I mean, so why even bother? Why am I watching this? I don't know. Because pro wrestling sucks, and goddamn it, I've got to watch some modern pro wrestling, and this is the only thing that they actually sell the moves in the company. That's why I have to watch this company. Okay, WWE does that too, but WWE also is fucking, they attack your mind or whatnot. They do a lot of mentally retarded shit. See them putting Karrion Kross in the fucking shredder mask with the fucking spiky suspenders or whatever or whatnot. What the fuck are they doing with that guy? That guy is such a talent or whatnot. Alright, anyway. Another talent, we're going into our first match of the show. We've got the Pope versus Matt Cross for the TV title. The Pope being the talent, not Matt Cross. And Matt Cross is okay, I guess. I mean, he's alright in the ring, but what's his, does he have a character? Does he have a personality? Not really. I think CBD oil has more personality and charisma than Matt Cross ever could have. Same thing, too, with this cord right here. you plug it into your phone charger to charge it up and whatnot. It's amazing, like, what kind of, like, mood that music could put you in, or what you could accomplish on your phone or something, just because of this little thing right here, keeping it alive and whatnot. Like, the world's there to be discovered because of that. So this phone cord right here also has more charisma than Matt Cross. So anyway, so this was for the television championship, which has that 6-minute and 5-second time limit rule, which I fucking hate. But yeah, so it has that. Wasn't really a whole lot to this match. Pretty much like it was kind of like even Steven in the beginning of it, and then Matt Cross took over on offense for a while, and then Pope came back at the end or whatever. He hit he did like this uppercut, like, and then Cross like was backwards, and then hit the running Elijah Express, which the commentators did call it that, the Elijah Express. So Vince McMahon, you own the name Elijah Burke, you can sue this company. Just saying, but yeah. So he hits the Elijah Express, 1, 2, 3. Pope is still champion. I wish this match had a heel commentator, because there was a part where like Pope was outside the ring, and it would have been nice for the heel commentator to say like, Pope should just take the count out and he'll retain the championship or whatnot. And then the good guy could have been like, but if he gets counted out or something, he like won't he won't continue in the series to potentially get a world title shot or whatever. And then the bad guy commentator would be like, hey, he would still make good money, retaining on account, or he'd still be the champion or whatnot. I'm just saying, a heel commentating team would be nice in this company. Just saying. I gave this match a 3 out of 5. It was alright. It was average, slightly maybe above average. I like Pope, so Pope has a lot of charisma. Then we've got Marche, Rocket, and Fred Rosser, Darren Young versus Aaron Stevens and Kratos in a non-title tag team match, non-title match, because why would the tag titles be on the line? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get that the champs are fighting, like, basically, no offense, Darren Young, but fighting some jobbers. So why not put the belts on the line to make it slightly exciting or whatnot? Maybe we can see a title change or something. I mean, we know it's not going to happen anyways, but put that out there versus, no, the champs are going to fight these guys or whatnot. Basically, this was a squash match. Pretty much like there was they continued the drama of dissension between Stevens and Kratos. Like, there was a part where like Stevens was like wanted Kratos to tag in and he wouldn't tag in, and then Kratos had like an abdominal stretch. I think it was on Darren Young, and like he wanted Stevens to like grab his arm to do the cheating abdominal stretch leverage thing or whatever. I really don't understand how that gives you more leverage to do more damage with that move, but whatever, it's an old school thing. But Stevens wouldn't do that, then he wouldn't tag in and whatnot. Then later in the match, Stevens got mad at Kratos because he grabbed Darren Young after a hot tag, and he threw Darren Young like into the ring post on the outside or whatever to cut off his momentum and stuff. And then Aaron Stevens won the match with a discus forearm clothesline. So it was an okay match. I gave it 2.5 out of 5. Maybe if the belts would have been on the line, it might have been slightly more excited. But I mean, you know the jobbers aren't going to win anyways, but it's like, I don't know. Like I said, excitement would be nice. Then we go to the best part of the show. We've got Mae Valentine with Melina versus Taryn Terrell. Or, not versus, but Mae Valentine with Melina and Taryn Terrell. And then Taryn was cracking me up as always with her funny-ass, like, cocky heel personality and whatnot. And just like, I don't know. She's got a great character, man. Great character. And then, like, Melina said something back, and then Taryn said something back and whatnot. And then Mae Valentine, like, with the quote of the night, she's like, well, ladies, I wish you luck, both of you. Yeah, there we go. Well, ladies, I wish you luck. Both of you have got the looks that kill. The way she says it, though, it just sounded like she, like, didn't give a fuck or whatever. That's kind of the thing with Mae Valentine. Like, she looks good, but the way, I don't know, the girl she can't act that well, or it's like she has this, like, sort of, like, non-giving a fuck mentality or whatever, like the way she like acts like on the show. That's the reason I also enjoy her. I just think it's funny because like, I mean, sometimes some of the stuff in this show, like who cares? You know what I'm saying? So I gave this a 5 out of 5. It was the best part of the show. Taryn was funny. Mae Valentine's line cracked me up. Well, ladies, I wish you luck. Both of you have looks that could kill or something. Just the way she said it was cheesy. All right, next we've got Thunder Rosa versus Genocide one-on-one. Genocide being that big girl that she had like a back and forth match with Camille a few episodes back on this show. And then Thunder Rosa didn't really have much of a problem with her. Match starts off. Yeah, I like that. Camille had a little bit of trouble with her, but then eventually, dominated and won. Thunder Rosa just kicked Genocide's ass, And no offense to Thunder Rosa, she's the talent. She's pretty good, but she's like kind of short. Genocide's like huge, but she can just kick her ass, no problem, whatnot. So, I mean, no disrespect, but I mean, this isn't Cobra Kai. This isn't like where like the students or whatever could stand it to like some 7-foot tall guys or something with martial arts and beat the shit out of them, whatnot. No, dude, like this isn't Cobra Kai. Strike hard, strike first, no mercy. I mean, it's not that. It's just a shorter woman fighting a larger woman or whatnot. I get Thunder Rosa did like an MMA like fight one time or something, but she like lost like bad, I guess, in it or something. I mean, yeah, it's cool she tried, but it's like she wasn't made for it or something. I don't know. So anyway, match starts off. Genocide hits a big old slam for a 2 count, and then Thunder Rosa works on her left thigh. Gets her in the corner. She was working on the left thigh a little bit with some kicks. Gets her in the corner and does like this running drop kick to the opposite thigh that I noticed, the right thigh. Then she gets her later in an ankle lock on the right thigh, and she has her in it for a little bit, and then Genocide taps out. So I gave this match a 2.5 out of 5. I mean, I don't care if Thunder Rosa beats Genocide. It was kind of nice that she had like the little ankle heel hook move on for like a good while before Genocide tapped out, versus like her just slapping it on and then Genocide taps out like immediately. She actually like had it locked in for a little bit. So I kind of appreciated that, but Alright, we're back. Sorry about that, folks. My batteries died in the camera and whatnot. So, but we're back on the show and whatnot. So, yeah. So I gave that match a 2.5 out of 5. Also, what was annoying about that match is, beginning of the show, that the commentators said, oh, Camille's in the building and whatnot. Camille's in the building. We never saw her interfere in this match. We never saw her attack Thunder Rosa after the match. Did she do an interview in this show? No. So they said Camille's in the building, but we didn't see her in the entire show. So why were they pointing that out? Or whatever. So that's why I took like a half point off this thing. Because, like, false advertisement. She's in the building. Why isn't she out there? Why isn't she doing something? You know what I'm saying? Come on. So, by the way, Camille might not be like the best wrestler or anything like that, but I'm a fan of hers. I think she's cool. So, alright. We're going to do our sponsor here. Our sponsor today is brought to you by Home Towels, which you can find these like in Myers and whatnot. These towels come in handy for like if you need to wash your face, if you have to wash dishes, or if you want to someone's having a Falls Count Anywhere match and you want them to forfeit the match, you can use these towels and throw them into the match as well for the opponent, for him to lose or whatever. So that was our promotion of the week. And another thing of the week, our babe of the week this week is Jennifer Love Hewitt. There we go. I like Jennifer Love Hewitt. I've always been kind of a fan of hers. Nice body. Apparently she's like 42 now, but she's like, I guess, pregnant with a 3rd kid or something. So, hey, congrats to her and the family and whatnot and all that good stuff. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really keep up with celebrities that much or anything like that. I just actually found out that fact when I was Googling something to put for the video. But, yeah, she's one of those that I don't really feel like I constantly, like, you always hear about her or something, or they always have to, like, post something or her to be relevant or blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I've kind of always kind of respected her a little bit in that. Now, I could be absolutely wrong, and you guys could correct me, but that's the way I feel about it. I don't know. All right, so our next segment of the show, we've got an Austin Idol Tyrus, aka Brodus Clay promo, with Brodus Clay wearing this exact same Great American Bash T-shirt that he won on episode 27. So if they tape this week to week or something, change your fucking T-shirt. Even if it wasn't week to week, change your fucking T-shirt. Like, come on, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Like, I probably wear like the same 4, 5, 6 shirts like routinely every week or whatnot. But that's 4, 5, 6 shirts. This guy's just wearing the same fucking shirt or whatever. Like, come on, dude. I mean, it's stupid. Anyway, so Austin Idol pulls out like a little piece of paper because he's talking to Kyle, and he like announces some guys that'll be in the 14-man battle royal on next week's show, and some of them are jobbers. He meant basically most of the ones he mentioned are jobbers. And that was pretty much this segment. So yeah, they're just putting over how no one's gonna be able to throw him over the top rope and whatnot. So I gave this a 2 out of 5. Austin Idol is kinda somewhat entertaining. Like he does a good job like being a heel manager or whatnot. But Brodus Clay is boring and. Also, the same fucking T-shirt. Come on. I'm sorry, man. It's just, I can't get over him doing that dancing gimmick. And I don't even care. Oh, that was years ago. I can't forget it. That's like, when I see this guy, that's what I think of. And it's why I can't like the dude. So. But also, too, like, I don't know. I called one of his matches last week how he was supposed to be a monster. And he was, like, selling moves for, like, small runty guys. I don't know. So that's just me. I don't know, there's a lot of talented big men in history. Bam Bam Bigelow, Vader, Umaga, whatnot. A lot of, like, talented big guys like that. Brodus Clay doesn't have, like, an of their talent. So, and then, before we go into our main event, let's do Song of the Week. Our Song of the Week is by a good band I like called Camelot. Now, granted, this is with Roy Khan. Sorry. Roy Khan was the singer back then. They got some new singer after he left. I haven't really listened to him then. He might be alright, but anyway, so this is Camelot with the song Center of the Universe.
cold, won't you listen tonight? Follow me into the core of the fountain of light. Try to imagine that hope is a ship for the soul. Maybe together we'll find there's a place for us all.
And so in the main event of the show is a number one contenders match between a tag team called The End versus the War Kings. So The End is Otis, some guy named Otis, and a guy with the last name of Powerrr. I know I've seen these guys wrestle, I think, once on this show. I've seen Powerrr wrestle a couple times, so I kind of know him. And then they wrestled Crimson and Jack Stan of the War Kings. This was an okay match, I suppose. What did I write down here? Just do a second. Oh yeah, that was weird. So I had to read my note there. So like there was this weird spot in the match, like in the beginning of it, when I was like, this is an okay match. Well, here's why. So like Otis is like in the ring. He tags Powerrr into the ring. Powerrr comes into the ring just to tag him back into the ring so he can do a second rope leg drop. Yeah, I'm saying, like, I don't get how that's great tag team wrestling right there. It wasn't like a case of where, like, maybe Powerrr slammed him and then the guy hits the leg drop. No, it's like he just tagged him back in to hit the leg drop. It was stupid. I didn't understand that. So that's going on. Crimson gets tagged in. He gets beat up for a while. There's a double team where Otis lifts up, big Powerrr or whatever. Lifts him up, kind of impressive, lifts him up, and Fireman carries him on top of Crimson for a 2 count. They're beating up Crimson for a while, then Jack Stan gets the hot tag in, hits a Samoan drop on Otis, and they're cleaning house. They do some kind of, and here's the finish of the match, and this was fucking weird. So, let's see, Crimson and Jack Stan they're double teaming Otis, right? I think it was Jack Stan. He hits a suplex on Otis, and then Crimson does like this second rope elbow drop, and then the ref counts 1, 2, and then the guy kicks out like at the last second, but the ref counts 3, and the bell rings, and that's the finish of the match. Yeah. So then they show a replay of this, I was watching that and I'm like, that was a 2 count. So they showed the replay of that and you could fucking see it. Like 1, 2, and then the guy gets the shoulder up before the 3 count comes down. But they rang the bell and the War Kings won. And then after that, then the War Kings and the End, they're like kind of staring at each other at the ring, like after they show that stuff. Then the End just leaves the ring, and then that's it. That's the end of the show. Well, so yeah, that was like I said, that's why I said this was an okay tag match. But then like I forgot about that botched ending. I was looking and I was like, why did I give this a 2 out of 5? I just refreshed my memory. So, all right. So anyway, so this show, I did the math. This show got an 18.5 out of 35. So it got a 53%. It sucked. Could have been better. Best, like I said, best thing on the show was the television title match was all right, and the women's thing with Melina and Taryn Terrell talking to Mae Valentine was fun. And that was about it on this show, honestly. So, like I said, Thunder Rosa, we didn't have, Camille's in the building, but she doesn't come out. Like, what the fuck? Billy Corgan with the letter in the beginning of the show. Ratings right there, baby, ratings. So, yeah, so do yourself a favor. If you watch NWA, skip episode 28, nothing fucking happens. So, all right, well, that was my review. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Peace.
Hey guys, it's me, Billy Corgan. Today it's what day is today? It's May 18th of 2021. Yeah, that's right. And as you can see, I can't be at the arena today to address the whole thing going on with Strictly Business. You see, last week Strictly Business decided that they were just gonna up and lead the building and you know, not wrestle in the main event and whatnot. So yeah, I didn't appreciate that. I should have been out there to address it last week, but I wasn't at the building. And as you can see, I'm still not at the building. I'm out here on the road, getting ready to hop on the toll road here. And, you know, it's very, very, very stressful that, you know, Strictly Business couldn't be on the show. And, you know, I mean, you know, Nick Aldis is the world champion. And I think that he should be, like, doing more as, be a more happy, positive thing of being world champion and whatnot. But, yeah, the fact of the matter is that he's not doing that whatsoever. And it makes me so fucking angry. I mean, so freaking angry. I'm sorry, this is a family show. But yeah, it makes me real mad that he's not out here addressing the matter and whatnot. And yeah, so anyway, so as far as I'm concerned, Nick Aldis and Nick Aldis, you are officially